Scott Brown here. In today's exciting episode, I thought I'd talk about apprenticeships. I got a bit lucky. My old man was already a builder and he was already in the industry and he already had connections. He was responsible for hiring the different builders and electricians and plumbers. People wanted to do him a favor because he got them jobs, you know? So I kind of had my pick. My old man pulled me aside and he just said, look, you either want to be an electrician, plumber, or a builder. The electricians get paid more, plumbers get paid more than them, and the builders get paid the least and they have to put up with the most crap. So I chose to be a builder. So I got lucky. I had that sort of entry into the business. But say you're trying to get into the business now. Maybe you watch these videos or videos like mine and you think building's pretty cool. Well, the easiest way to get into it is to just start working for a builder. So that's first. You want to get a job with a builder. You're not going to get an apprenticeship straight away. You know, unless a builder is desperate to get an apprentice, or if you know them some other way through family or something, then there's a good chance that you might be able to get an apprenticeship straight away. But builders want to figure out if you have the right attitude first and foremost before they take you on as an apprentice, because they know from experience that it takes a lot of character to get through an apprenticeship. They want to see that you're a good dude, basically. Now you might be thinking, Scott, but I don't even have the foot in the door in the first place. I can't even find someone who's willing to hire me as a labourer. Well, that's a harder one, and I don't know how to answer that. If it isn't clear already, I'm talking New Zealand specific when it comes to getting an apprenticeship, because that's what I know. And even within New Zealand, I can't tell you how to get a job. Maybe you have to cold call. Maybe you have to walk on the building sites and just show that you're keen and just say, hey man, do you guys need a young guy to give you a hand? All right, let's go back to the job and discuss a little bit more about getting an apprenticeship. Hey buddy.
Back on the coffee, eh?
Have a coffee, mate.
Cheers, mate.
So there's a couple of organisations here in New Zealand that sort of facilitate the apprenticeship. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, you gonna work around the noise?
Yeah.
Please.
There's BCITO, there's ITABs, there's probably more. I figured, rather than me just telling you what you could do, why don't we just try and call one of them now and pretend that I need an apprenticeship?
Welcome to BCITO. If you'd like to trade up and ready to sign into one of our apprenticeships, please press 1. Yep.
Here's the number if you wanna.
BCITO, Brittany speaking.
Well, hi there, Brittany. My name's Scott. I'm interested in starting an apprenticeship. I just wondered, how do I go about it? What's like the first thing I do?
Yep, so first of all, you do need to be in full-time employment in the trade that you're wanting to start that in. So have you got a job?
No. Do you have any advice for that kind of thing? Like how to get the employment, or is there any sort
Yep, so what trade are you interested in? Is it just one or more than one?
Building. I want to be a builder.
Cool. So we do have a job matching database here. Obviously we can't guarantee that we will be able to find you a job. So if you head along to our website, on the homepage there's a button in the middle that says start here. So just head along to there and register on My BCITO and fill in all the profile details there. So in order to go on the Looking for a database, you do need to have at least a restricted license and your own vehicle, just because we have employees that call us and they generally don't want anything less than that.
What about tools? Is there an expectation to have a certain amount of tools, or?
No, not really, no.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely driver's license and own transport, really important. We have struggled to match anybody that doesn't have that. Have you done anything related to carpentry before?
No, not really, no.
No, that's all good. Best bet is to head along to our website and fill that form out as soon as possible. And just definitely, if you are going past any local building companies or whatever, feel free maybe to take note of their numbers and give them a call or drop in a CV or something like that as well. Just about being proactive, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Say that your goal is to become a qualified builder with us, and then
Great.
fingers crossed something falls into place.
Awesome. I appreciate
Get along and
your help, Brittany. Yeah,
awesome.
thanks.
No worries. See you later.
Have a good day.
You remembered your name.
I don't usually do that.
People like that, eh?
Yeah. Hey, that's how you get an apprenticeship with BCITO anyway. You need to...
You need to have a car.
Yeah, you need to have a car. I've said that in previous videos when I talked about being a builder. You need to have a car in Auckland. It's just the way it is. And you need to be proactive. You need to go and trade me. You know, you need to be willing to work as a labourer if that's what it takes to, you know, get in with a company. If I've got enough work to hire someone, I want to see what kind of person they are and then decide whether I want to work with them for 4 years, you know? Yeah. So you got to think, get in the head of the potential employer and prove yourself and show that you're keen. And if you're watching my videos already, there's probably a good chance you're keen and you're probably interested enough in building already. I know when I started, I was not interested, so you're already ahead of me. So I hope that was helpful for people looking for an apprenticeship. If you've got any questions, ask below. I have had a lot of questions about apprenticeships, so that's what made me do this video. Brittany did a really good job. So we haven't got much to do here today. We are currently gonna make a little pretend mock-up bench, sort of kitchen island, because this kitchen in here is gonna be completely redesigned. And we want a sort of visual representation of what could be there in the future. Scott Brown Carpentry here, but today it's Scott Brown Kitchens. Now I get a lot of people asking me if I need an apprentice and whether they could work for me or not. My full-time job is trying to keep me and Paito busy, and sometimes I don't succeed at that. So to take on a third person would be a bit of a challenge for me right now. But it's not to say that I won't do it in the future, and I like the idea of having an apprentice. I feel like I can make some great videos.